thank you so much for having me, and also the opportunity to pitch in this event. So Lunique, what we are building is the future of luxury e-commerce. When you go into a luxury store, you get that personalized and customized, really friendly experience. But the luxury e-commerce landscape has changed very little over the last 20 years. Just to give you a kind of a customer journey on what it looks like, it looks something like this. It's very 2D, it's flat, it's overwhelming with number of choices, doesn't understand customers' preference for that white shirt. Is it a white business shirt or is it a white linen shirt? So this is the current customer experience. And what Lunique is building looks something like this. It is 3D, it is immersive. You can walk around, see the products in 360 degrees. You can try on the different products on a real representation of your avatar. So rather than putting things in the checkout cart, you're able to actually visualize what the different products that you want to purchase look like on you. And in one platform, you can check out both the physical goods as well as the digital wearable or the NFT. So Lunique is building the future of luxury e-commerce infrastructure. In terms of our business model, how do we actually make money? First, we are a marketplace. We onboard brands. Brands pay us a product onboarding fee, and then we get a sales commission on every single sale that goes through our platform, both of the physical as well as the digital wearable. Over the next 5 years, we have mapped out 9 different revenue streams, but the main particular ones are white labeling our retail technology to other brands, as well as partnership on a revenue share basis with influencers within our shopping destination. Where we are up to date is we have bootstrapped, we have created a demo store that is live. We have about 50 people that have walked around, given us their feedback, and really testing out the end-to-end journey to get an understanding of the product market fit. And right now we are raising money to build out the infrastructure, but also we can make revenue from day one. And how we make revenue from day one is to go out to the market with concept stores. We have a partnership with a international premium streetwear retailer, and we can start really enhancing the customer experience to what they are currently working with on the e-commerce store. So what we look like over the next 3 years is, first year, we will be focused on concept store, selling premium streetwear as well as sneakers to the customers with our retailer whilst we are building our back-end infrastructure. By year 2, our goal is to onboard 25 brands, as well as over 200 designs in our marketplace. And by year 3 is where we can really activate the other revenue streams, really enhancing the customer experience within the Lunique shopping destination, such as Metaverse fashion shows, as well as product launches in our Metaverse. The market, so the global personal goods market, only the physical products, is $447 billion according to PwC. Digital wearable, there are different reports, but on average by 2030 it will reach $67 billion. The luxury goods consumption are responsible mainly by the Chinese consumers. So our Chinese consumers are responsible for 111 billion And our core target market are the Gen Zs, the affluent Gen Zs, who also are e-gamers, because they already understand the metaverse world and they are already purchasing the digital wearables as well as the digital assets. So that gives us a $2.7 billion obtainable market. Where we are is an intersection between Web 2 and Web 3. So we are serving the luxury consumers in the Web 2 world with Web 3 economics. In Web 2, our direct competitors are multi-brand marketplaces, as well as shopping destinations such as Harrods also have e-commerce stores, as well as personal shoppers that really provide the luxury and personalized shopping experience. On the other side is our Web3 metaverse, as well as tool enablers that providing a service to brands. So we are sitting in the middle, and it's we are doing something extremely different where we serve the Web2 as well as the Web3 customers. The team to deliver the vision is myself, who has a Chinese, helping brands to bridge over to the Chinese consumer market. Alan, who is our Metaverse officer and has been in the design industry for the last 20 years. Praveen, who is also on this call, he has served fintech companies over the last 20 years in building their blockchain as well as Web2 infrastructure. Alongside us are our advisors who has been in the luxury space. Ojlog is one of the founder of the Moda Apprendi, who is one of the first to market when luxury e-commerce came into play about in the 2000s. So, and Paula as well, who has worked with Bulgari and JW Anderson. We are raising our pre-seed round, and we are raising £350,000 on a rolling close basis. And that's really to go into our tech infrastructure as well as marketing and our operations cost. So happy to answer any questions, and hope you will come shopping with us.
Thanks very much for that, Annie. I'll bring on the judges now for your Q&A.
Sorry, you want to start?
Okay, I can. Yeah, thank you for your presentation. So first of all, I think the metaverse still has a little problem regarding of users. So they are growing, but maybe not that fast as it was expected at the beginning. So is your concept store or the fashion store, is everything already available? And if yes, so how many people already participate or visit your store there?
We are currently building our concept store, and it will be launched in mid-April. So we are really focusing now, testing the hypothesis with a real retailer on board, as well as marketing to consumers and having a commerce capability for the consumers to actually purchase.
Okay. How do you get in contact with those brands? Because you said you will onboard 25 within the next 1 year, I guess, if I remember it right.
Yeah, the second year, our goal is to onboard 25 brands. So my personal network, as well as we are constantly involved in conferences, as well as roundtable talks, in helping luxury brands at the moment that are scratching their head in how to enter into the metaverse play, and really building out a very commercialized and sustainable business within their luxury groups.
Okay, thank you. And maybe one quick little general question. What is your biggest challenge at the moment, and maybe for the next 12 months?
Yeah, I think our biggest challenge at the moment is speaking to the right people that really understand the metaverse. I think there are a lot of hypes, and as you mentioned, and these are key buzzwords. So, one is speaking to investors that don't really see the metaverse being the future. So I think is really connecting with the right people in this space for raising, as well as within the brands. So one of the key target people that we are targeting are innovation or blockchain officers within brands, but not all of the brands have that in play already.
I understand. Thank you.
So, I mean, I've built a marketplace for e-commerce and fashion, so I know a thing or two. And I know, for example, companies like Zalando and so on, they spend literally hundreds of millions of euros in order to get to where they are. And it's a super, super competitive world. So I think what you should probably be aware of is eventually you're creating a fashion marketplace. It's just a different user interface. And I think you should be aware that in order to do this, you will need hundreds of millions of dollars, literally. So I think there's one thing is that means like, okay, a couple of brands will do something with you. There's some tests and so the typical thing. But if you really want to do this big, you have to have somebody behind you who is literally willing to spend the first 20, 30, 50, 100 million euros, because it's going to take a long time to even get close to something like profitability or also traction. Because as Sarah also said, Metaverse is super, super early still. Look at Sandbox and so on. I mean, one thing is walking around. So what is the plan how to get there? Because it's a chicken and egg. You're not going to get that money if you don't have traction. You don't get traction, you don't have that money. So what is that thing? Because you might be able to raise it 350 or something, but the question is, how do you raise 350 million?
One of the key driver in our metaverse play and to really acquire customers is that we have an influencer shopping destination within our department store. So the influencer shopping destination is having bespoke store development for the influencer to drag and drop products into their store and for them to market to their followers. So that is one of the customer acquisition strategy that we are looking into. Another customer acquisition strategy is that we understand our core target client or consumers are the affluent Chinese, and we have mapped out exactly where they are in terms of which university that they are in, and really acquiring them, really understanding the channels that they use, and the messaging to target them. And I completely understand it would take millions and millions of dollars in acquiring customers, because with my background in gaming, very similar play. So, you know, over the next 3 years, we are looking at influencer partnership as well as organic growth. And by year 3, that's when we really escalate the marketing spend in really getting.
Just one question: are you an affiliate marketplace, or also are you going to sell and ship also, or is it just transfer orders to somewhere else?
I would say we are the heroes of the metaverse with a far-fetched business model, which means that we sell directly to our customers, but we integrate into brand order management system, and then they fulfill the orders to the customers.
So it's a drop ship model, what you want to do.
Similar.